What's up, guys? Welcome to the Do Good Movement. Our purpose here is to make a positive impact in our society through real-life education. The movement comes into play when you guys share the content to help other people do good just like you. You guys see this? We got some DG merch in. It's exciting. I get to rep my own brand, which is cool. It's actually not something we're selling, so we have tons and tons of boxes of it though, and we'll be releasing something pretty soon. And for the people that are helping share the movement and get this message out and different things like that, we sending stuff their way. So just as a thank you guys for helping other people and filling our purpose here. Today, I want to talk about some of these recent changes that we've had in our economy, in our world, and what that's really doing to people. So this COVID thing, right? It's been going on for a long time, and it's not necessarily. I wouldn't say that the biggest killer of this is actually the COVID. I would say the biggest killer of it is people being alone. And there's a lot of benefits that came from it, and there's a lot of bad things that came from it as well. So I want to talk about the benefits, guys. Working from home. How cool is that, right? Being able to get to see your family, have breakfast with them, lunch with them, and go take a restroom break and hug your kid or whatever it might be. It's amazing. Why couldn't we have thought of this a long time ago without having to go through this thing called COVID? So I think that's amazing. I think, not having a commute's amazing. You get all that time back. So say if you work an 8-hour day, right? A lot of people are commuting an hour there, an hour back, two extra hours a day that you get back. Amazing, right? And then there's more job opportunities. So, all these companies now allowing people to work remote, including all of our brands, or a lot of our brands, being able to work remote. So you could be working for a company on the whole other side of America now. There's so many more opportunities for every person to go find the job that they really want, to go find the company that they really connect with, which is amazing. The job market's hot. So if you guys are with the company, you're not happy, you're not seeing your vision, or the vision's not meeting yours, or the purpose, or whatever, there's no path for you. I mean, you have an opportunity to go work anywhere almost these days. So I think it's really cool. I think that's a really cool thing about it, and I want to make sure that we touch on the positives. Now, the cons about it, guys, the things that aren't good is it's allowing for the people that need other people that really push them up and drive them and build that energy to get comfortable, because that's not in the office next to them. That's not in the break room. That's not in the hallways anymore. They're at home by themselves, and so there's this comfort piece where people are actually digressing. They're falling back on who they were building up to be, or really who they were. So that's definitely not good. There's people that really need others to hold them accountable. And that's not happening today, where people are doing things that are unseen that they usually wouldn't do if there's an audience around. So that's also not good. And then a lot of people they're in their head. They're not having enough interaction with people. They're not hearing the joy next to them. And there's a lot of time and a lot of quiet time where you get to think about your life, and sometimes the brain doesn't really go in the best direction. So those are the bad things, and just losing the touch of the personal skills. So speaking of that, I want to talk about, well, how do we get through this? If you're listening to this today and you're like, man, that's me. I'm working remote. I thought it was all cool in the beginning. Yeah, Dylan, you said those benefits. Like, I agree. That's amazing, but I'm just losing like my touch of purpose and my drive and all those things. Like, how do we get through that, right? And so I want to talk to you guys about that today, because there is a way, and it's going to take the help from others. So remember one thing, if anything from this whole podcast, is those interpersonal skills that we create at work or going out and different things is so important for us, guys. Humans need other humans. I don't care what anybody says. We need each other to drive each other, to lift each other up. When we're having a bad day, everybody has a bad day, guys. If you're listening and you could relate to this is a time to act. And that's one thing you need to take from this. If you're saying this is me, you need to act now. Because what ends up happening, guys, if you fall into this rut, it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. where that, your behaviors change, your identity changes, and then you basically become a hermit. And you don't want that for yourself, and I don't want that for you either. So let's not get there. If you could understand you're in that place today by the words that I'm saying, this is a message. This podcast is directly for you to go do something and to go fix that, like literally right now. So we need to get those interpersonal skills working again. I know, some of you guys, you're in fear of COVID. I get it. There's bad things happening from it, but I would rather face being sick, and I'd rather face being sick the rest of my life, and I'd rather face risking my life of a sickness than dying in my own house from depression, from not connecting with people and letting myself kill myself. I'd rather have a disease kill me than myself kill me. So you guys, go out, go have dinner, go to the movies, go to a park where you can just hear people talking, go have a picnic, whatever it might be. You need to get out and go do something. Go think of the things you did 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I know you might be banking on when does the news channel say, hey, this whole thing's over. It's, we could go do whatever. That might not happen for a while. We thought it was going to happen in 2 weeks, right? When this whole thing came out, we're a couple years into it. So, realize that. And it could be a couple more years or a few years. What are you going to look like then? What are you going to feel like then? Did you lose complete touch with yourself? You don't want that, right? So start making the moves now. Don't live in fear. Get up, live your life. Don't let something stop you, right? The only thing that will stop you is when it stops you. Find out then. But until then, don't let that change who you are. Don't let that change what you're going to go do. Now, if you guys are listening to that and say, that's not me, I go out, I'm having fun, I'm living life like normal, good. We need people like you. We need people like you because you're going to be the ones to help me get these people out. So all of us know these people that are at home today that haven't been going out and doing much, where they're starting to lose touch with themselves. Now, they're not going to openly admit that. That's just what's going on. And if you guys know how to get out, you know how to go have fun, you have any kind of care for this person, you have any care for people at all, you need to get in contact with them real quick and say, hey, buddy, either, hey, I'm going to send you this podcast right now. You need to go listen to it, and then we're going to go grab a beer. We're going to go watch a movie. We're going to go to the park. We're going to go to a sports game, whatever it might be. We're going to go on a walk, right? Let's start hanging out. Let's go back to normal. You need to be the one to grab that person, pull them out of the house, and go drive this forward. They need you right now. They're not going to call you and say they need you. Everybody who's struggling today, 99% of them don't have it in them to make that call and say, hey, I'm struggling. That's the hardest freaking call to make, right? So that's us. That's on us. If we have figured it out, it's our job, it's our responsibility to go grab these people and go help them. So that's how we're going to do it, right? If you're listening to this and you're able to go make that move yourself, get up now. Go make it. Go do it, all right? And if you're the one who's figured it out, let me have another drink of water. I'm choking over here. You're the one that figured it out. Call the people you love. Call the people you know struggling and go help them. And the crazy thing out of this whole thing, guys, is the last person you'd think that'd be struggling today, some of the strongest people you know are possibly the people that are struggling. Call them too. Let's do this thing. Let's get people back out. Let's go have fun. And, there's a lot of people who've changed for the worse just being stuck at home and running in fear. And that's not what life's about. If you look through history, there's different viruses, different things that went on, and look at the humans still here. We're alive, right? There's been some casualties along the way, and that's what happens in everyday life anyways, guys. I mean, that happens getting up and driving your car. It happens in your sleep. So if that could happen anyways, I mean, come on, let's go do it. Now, what else do I have on this one? I think that's about it. I'll just check on my notes to see if I hit all the points, but that I don't know. I was with Tyler, the gentleman filming this, doing the podcast with me, and I just said, hey, let's hit another one. And I went in my notes and I wrote this down a little while ago. And after reading through all the different things I could talk about today, this was the one that came to me and said, hey, Dylan, you need to talk about this one. So there's a purpose for it, and the purpose is probably for you who are listening to this today saying, I either need to go take action to help somebody or I need to go help myself. So just know, guys, I love you. There's a lot of people that love you. Not everybody's going to call you and say that and, talk you up when you're down and all that. It's okay, man. You're good enough who you are, and you have a lot in you. You have a lot of potential in you. You might not have found it yet. But it's in there, and through the right hardships, through the right actions, and all these different things, your potential is going to shine one day. So don't give up on yourself, and and beat yourself up and just say like, I don't have it. You have it. We all have it. All of us humans have it. We're all smart. We have a lot of things going for us. We just have to apply ourselves and keep trying and not get up and enjoy. So I love you guys. I hope you do good, and we'll talk soon.